Now right now there's loads of snow in Europe, which is a big problem for airports because they have to get rid of it so airplanes can fly, using big plowing machines to clear the runways so that airplanes don't spin out of control. And that is a huge problem that we're going to solve today. Ladies and gentlemen, let me introduce to you to planes with skis. This is the 737. Later on we're going to try the A330 and it's going to go extremely well. After only a few hours of maintenance, you'd be able to put on these are actual snowboards, like oversized snowboards that have to simply replace the landing gear tires with. See, this will solve a myriad of other problems. Literally every month there is a few landing gear tire failures because they deflate, but no burst tires here with our brilliant snowboard. Now, I haven't really thought this through. Right now there's no snow here in New York. This is LaGuardia Airport, so when we try to move, can we move at all? I mean, we're basically moving on skids. So when we go full power, it doesn't really do anything. No. So something we need to do is introduce maybe standing water. Maybe with water we might be able to move. I just want to get to the runway. Oh yes, look at all that standing water. And actually now, this lets us slide a little bit. Yes. Yes, it does. We can slide. Perfect. You can see that there's a little bit of water coming right there. The problem is the nose wheel steering doesn't work anymore because no actuator would be able to steer this kind of monstrosity, right? So no steering. So what we have to do in order to taxi is use differential thrust. I'm going to go full power on the right engine right there. Yes, this is the way we can roll. We don't roll very nicely and it definitely kills our beautiful cars right here, which is why I'm just going to introduce a little bit of snow and ice right here, just a light amount. Much better. With this we can definitely slide about. Come on, I'm going full power. However, this takes a while. Let's make some more ice. Let's put the snowy and icy to medium level. Much better. Perfect. Look at this. I can move, I can steer, I can mainly slide around. The problem is now finding a runway. Let me try to taxi you, via the mouse cursor so you cross this runway right there. So full power. As you can see, these beautiful cars are able to actually, look at this. We're moving. Oh my god. No, they're not carvy anymore. I think I damaged them already. Look at this. I've spun out of control. Okay, let's slide onto the runway right there. I guess it's a little bit less icy here, so we've got better control. Perfect. Oh, no. Oh, well, no worries, passengers. Let's just go ahead and, this just goes just as planned. Okay, let's go ahead and taxi down the runway right there. Beautiful. I'm a little bit concerned though, because this part, for example, is not snow at all. And so you can see there's some smoke there and some sparks. Oh! Yeah, this is completely uncontrollable. All right, fine. Let's be more careful now. Just use the little bit. Now we're stuck in the grass, aren't we? Okay, so taxiing, as you can see, worked out very well. We got from our spot to somewhere and then got stuck. Let's go ahead and just use cheese right here. There we go. And ladies and gentlemen, our snowmobile is ready for some flighting. Let's go ahead. This is runway 4. And what I'm going to do now is I'm going to go full power and just see if this thing moves. I think we might need to introduce a little more snow. Full power. Come on. Maybe while we're on our takeoff roll. See, there is just genuinely not enough snow here. In fact, there's barely any snow at all. We've got sparks here from our little skis right here. Don't work. So what I'm going to have to introduce is maximum snowy and iciness. And that means that we literally cannot see the runway anymore. There's just snow and ice. We still have sparks here. That's very concerning. But what we're able to do is actually accelerate quite nicely. Now, does the plane steer nicely? No. Let's go full power and see if we can take off at some point. Yes, and we can. That was a tail strike. Doesn't matter. It's just snow. Yeah. Come on. Yes, there we go. The 737 is taking off from the literal snow runway. I guess this would mean that when there's no snow, you'd have to actually plow snow on there. Great. And now we've got a bit of a problem. Obviously, skis like this, they're not nice and compact like spinning tires, so putting them up probably won't work, right? So this is landing gear retracting. It's going right into the fuselage. Yeah, there's no way we can actually make it fit. All right then. This has worked somehow. What I'm also concerned about as well is that there's literally no braking. I mean, you could try to do a pizza. So I wonder how this landing is going to work. I mean, in real life, airplanes do operate in Antarctica where there is no asphalt runways. There's literally just specially prepared snow. Snow where tires can actually operate. In New York, however, probably not. Let's go ahead and get the landing gear down. The main problem really is now seeing where is the runway. It's just all white. We might want to get some markings there or something, but I think this might be a runway in front of us right there. Yep, that is the runway. At least that's a localizer. So yep, that is definitely a runway. Let's go ahead and land. So I'm gonna put reverse thrust out mid-flight. That's gonna be a hard landing. Oh my god, that's been a very hard landing. Okay, please don't be bothered. Ladies and gentlemen, it's time to now stop. Now, braking once again isn't a thing, so what we'll have to do now is put the spoilers out and hope the reverse thrust does the rest, which it actually is able to do. We just lost so much kinetic energy on the very harsh touchdown. That was not very realistic. And now we're able to actually taxi off the runway thanks to the immense reverse thrust, and we can now use our differential thrust to taxi off the runway. Yes. Now a little bit of magic. I don't know where the taxiway is. I think it's right there. Yes. Now this is immense fun now, just sliding about the aircraft. And now we've completely lost it, haven't we? Perfect! Everybody, do you know how hard it is to live in a world that does not understand? Cannot even comprehend your genius. This right here is the Airbus A330 with ski landing gear. It's a bit bouncy for some reason. Maybe the runway is a bit patchy from all the other planes that have already flown off. And now we've entered grass. That can't be too good. But something we can do now definitely is like reach some speeds, right? So get that nose up. Stop. Yeah, stop doing the bouncing. Look, this is 120 knots. We might want to put the flaps down all the way because otherwise we might not make it. There we go. There we go. 130 knots. Look at this. Taking off from a runway, I mean. Yes, look at this. And as you can see, we even have some beautiful animation. Oh, the animation is a little bit broken. Oh, the ski landing gear, which looks actually really nice. And I think on the A330, we can actually fit the skis now, right? What does that look like? How do they retract? Did they retract well? No, it just cuts right into the plane. But hey, look at this. We have actually completely done it. I wonder how a landing will work out. Probably not well. You might want to try a nice landing though. Shuts up, you're all good. Okay, something like this. Yep, the runway is right there. Let's keep some good speeds. And let's butter the ski butter machine. Can you imagine that? It looks pretty cool, doesn't it? There we go. Stabilized approach. We're at good speeds. Everything is perfect. The airplane is looking happy. Let's go ahead and land it now. Smoothly. Yes, that's been absolutely wonderfully smooth. Let's go ahead and stop this airplane using reverse thrust, which actually works, as you can tell. Look at this. Stopping isn't as big of an issue as I thought it would be. I thought we would just absolutely die. But look at this. We've been able to absolutely do it. I wonder how this will work out once we actually land on a runway that does not have snow on it. That would be pretty bad, right? I mean, yeah, the mountains mostly have snow, but what if they don't? You know, let's get the landing gear down, which once again looks pretty ridiculous on the 737 because these are quite big. And let's just smoothly touch down right there on the runway. Maybe from outside view to get a better look at everything right there. Okay, so here is the runway. Let's go ahead and touch down. Probably doesn't matter where because we will stop very quickly, right? Oh yeah, okay, all right, there we go. We've landed with our skis. Let's go ahead and stop, which happens. It happens probably very quickly. Oh yeah, that's the stopping time of none. In real life, those boards will be pretty much gone and scratched all over this runway. And now we have the problem of not being able to move. This is the stupidest video ever, obviously. But everybody, I don't think you have ever been able to snowboard and drift around a 737 before. Everybody, thank you guys so much for watching this video. And I'll see you guys tomorrow as always. Good night. The special thanks goes out to my members, my supporters, Guns Killer, R27, James Duram, That Dude, Anime Gods of Gaming, Derek, Insider Plane, Nishijutsu Finer, Professional Jamal, Ryland Williams, and New York. You've got beautiful names.